Okay, we are live now. I will introduce you. Hello, everyone. Today is beautiful day, and today is wheelchair day. And this wheelchair is a life support for all the people who are unable to walk or do their work normally. Today, we are going to celebrate this wheelchair day, and it is a beautiful invention, and it is a life support for even our pretty little, beautiful Rajvin Kaur. So today I invite Rajvin Kaur from Malaysia to speak about wheelchair and how it is a gift of life for her and for other who are in similar condition. So, and something about Rajvin Kaur, she is Miss Beautiful Smile of the event, Miss Amazing Malaysia. And she is life coach, trainer, and laughing laughing yoga ambassador at international level. She is an inspiration for everyone who is differently able, and even for us, a normal people. So let's talk and invite Ms. Rajvin Kaur to speak about wheelchair and how it is a gift of life. So welcome Ms. Rajvin Kaur from Malaysia, and we invite you from Mavin to speak about wheelchair on this auspicious occasion of Happy Wheelchair Day. So over to Rajvin.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen around the world. Before I begin, I would like to give you an overview and then start with the quote and then go down to a few uh, to my general talk. So, an overview. What are we going to talk today? Is on the what what is wheelchair day? Why do we celebrate wheelchair day? Who is the famous wheelchair users? How wheelchair benefits me, and wheelchair meditation, and also laughter yoga exercise for wheelchair users. So now I would like to begin with a quote. As a as 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 Miss Amazing Malaysia 2023-2024 Miss Beautiful Smile, I, Rajvin Kaur, believe that one should embrace a wheelchair as a gift and a smile. The moment you see a wheelchair, embrace it with a smile, not with a stigma. So, special thanks to Dr. Nupur Srivastava and Dr. Shabana Khan, who is who allow me to speak on this auspicious occasion um, for Wheelchair Day on this platform for the first time as Miss Beautiful Smile. Now, I've given you some overview. What we're going to talk about today is what is Wheelchair Day, how it's celebrated, and then we're going to talk about uh, how it benefits me and how the famous persons with wheelchairs and um, how we how wheelchair can improve one's life. So, what is a wheelchair? A wheelchair is A wheelchair is a special gift. Special gift is a special chair for everyone who has it, especially for me, to um, not to decrease mobility, but sometimes to lessen the fatigue, lessen the fatigue. So sometimes when you walk around, you get fatigue. So wheelchair is a special, unique device you can use while you're going out, so that you are it, it, it enables you to enhance your mobility so that you can move from one place to another easily. It was also introduced by a wheelchair user. I can't remember his name, but he also had a disability, and he named wheelchair he named it as International Wheelchair Day on the um, 1st of March every year, so that people can recognize the wheelchair as a strength, not as a weakness. Now, why I say wheelchair as a strength? Because when people look at you in a wheelchair, in a wheelchair, when people look at you, they give you a smile, and they don't look down at you. Especially now that I won the title, people look at me as a smile with my sash around. So um, we have to embrace this day, so that to celebrate, not and to break the stereotype that people in wheelchair cannot do anything. People in wheelchair can do something and can be celebrated, should be celebrated. That is why various campaigns have been done to embrace this day for the wheelchair users, for the wheelchair users. So you may be asking me, um, you may be asking me how 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 um how often, how do you how what are the types of wheelchair that you use? There's so many types of wheelchairs that one can use. One is manual wheelchair, the other one is electrical wheelchair, which I'm currently using both, because sometimes I can of course, manual wheelchair in some place it's easier, but I find electrical wheelchair is much easier than the manual wheelchair. Manual wheelchair, I can say that manual wheelchair makes a person not immobile, but it makes a person um, dependent on someone. And as a person with special needs and a wheelchair user, I'm sure everyone who has a wheelchair would like the electrical wheelchair as much as I do, because it it creates um independency, and it creates awareness that, hey, I'm on a wheelchair, I can do something. I'm on a wheelchair and I got a degree and I'm a laughter yoga coach, and I make people smile, and I can do it, so can you. So what's your excuse? So the benefits of using electrical wheelchair for me is um I get to instead of using a car, people drive a car. but I drive my electrical wheelchair. I drive my joystick. Why I do drive my joystick? Because the joystick is not a toy. Joystick has speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, speed 4, and speed 5. At the moment, I'm just a bit, since January. Thank you to Menika Devi Raja Manikam, and thank you, Dr. Nupur, and thank you everyone here to motivate me to be independent with the electrical wheelchair. So now I can at least move every 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day, move on the electrical wheelchair so that I can have a ride without being pushed by anyone. So so I encourage everyone to use every wheelchair user that to use an electrical wheelchair, because depends on the severity of your condition. That also depends on your severity of your condition. If you are able to use, and if your hands are all right, like mine, my left hand is fine, so you can use electrical wheelchair. And certain wheelchairs also, it depends on many different factors, like body size, your body size, whether the wheelchair can fit you or not, or whether the roads are a bit bumpy when you go out. And if you are using a wheelchair, things to consider is accessibility. That's why Wheelchair Day was created by a wheelchair user himself to make sure everyone is celebrated and no one is left behind. So if he and I can do it, so can you. And the conditions that require wheelchairs are like spinal injury, or when you just spinal injury, cerebral palsy, stage 4, or when you just come out of a operation, you can't walk immediately. So you require um quite uh you require to you're required to be a wheelchair user for a temporary period of time. So for me personally, being a wheelchair user is quite fun, but there are a bit challenges um, that I faced. And I'm sure other people with wheelchair also face the um, face the same challenges as I do. Number one is they stigmatize you. Number two is you uh they say that wheelchair users are lazy. Number three, they say that wheelchair users are um not not cap- not capable of doing anything. And so this is the common misconception that they have for wheelchair users. So what I would suggest as Miss Beautiful Smile, Miss Amazing Malaysia 2023-2024, Miss Beautiful Smile, is that I people should change their mindset about this day and about the device itself. That wheelchair user is certainly a gift. Wheelchair, to be honest, wheelchair is my strength. So I have a lot of talents, but wheelchair. So even on a wheelchair, I can express the talents also. So I graduated from um from um from a normal wheelchair to an electric wheelchair, portable, which can carry in the car on 7th January 2024. I mean on 3rd January 2024. And since then, my life has been transformed. If I can be transformed as a wheelchair user, what is your excuse? So, lastly, before we go to the laughter yoga um, for today, and also the benefit, I also would like to say the the benefits of using a wheelchair, electric wheelchair, is it's fun, it's durable, you can move around easily, and it it can be folded in the car, and it can be helpful for it can be used as a recreational tool for a person who is fed up of manual wheelchair like me. So, so what are you waiting for? Just purchase electric wheelchair or generally a wheelchair to make your life easier. With that, I say that wheelchair that's why wheelchair is a gift for me, because wheelchair is my strength. Wheelchair makes me amazing. Wheelchair makes me powerful. Wheelchair makes me um, embrace diversity. So with that, we start with laughter yoga session. Laughter yoga session. Ha 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 ha. Wheelchair users, I appreciate you. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha
Ha
ha
ha.
ha ha.
Yeah. And one more is salute. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Salute for wheelchair users. Ha
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 ha.
ha ha ha. Ha ha
Yay.
ha ha ha.
Yay. And one more thing is that um before I begin with question and answer and wheelchair meditation, I would like to say that how can we how can we um how can we increase awareness, how can we increase awareness for this wheelchair day? Give patient education, uh give patient education, so that they're also well equipped. So because some rural areas, they do not have patient education about this International Wheelchair Day. And certainly also we have the we have the education, and also educate the parents, and tell yourself your wheelchair is a gift. Wheel, Wheelchair is a gift. So you have to remind yourself wheelchair is a gift, and you have to empower your mindset with a gift. So thank you for listening. I now have the wheelchair meditation for wheelchair users. So close your eyes. Close your eyes. Try to think of nothing. Let us enjoy and be peaceful. Today is also, apart from Wheelchair Day, ladies and gentlemen, today is also Zero Discrimination and CP Awareness Month, and also the beginning of Women's Awareness Month. So today, let's focus on Zero Discrimination Day and International Wheelchair Day. So, um, so you close your eyes, try to think of nothing. Let us enjoy and be peaceful. Let us think that when was the last time you ever thought that wheelchair was a gift to you? Change your mindset that wheelchair is a burden. People on wheelchair is a burden. People on wheelchair are not a burden. And I've been a wheelchair user myself, and people on today we celebrate people on wheelchair. People on wheelchair can do so many things like myself. They may be challenged, they may be different, but you have to embrace every differences with a smile. That's why I said wheelchair or your body or your body or your mind is a gift to accept that there is such a day called International Wheelchair Day, and hopefully we will celebrate. This is the first time I celebrate with Mavin and as Miss Beautiful Smile with Miss Amazing Malaysia. Hopefully there'll be many more opportunities like this for me. So embrace every challenge, embrace every day as a wheelchair day, and think of your wheelchair as a gift of life, and be peaceful with yourself using a wheelchair. And the other thing I wanted to say is wheelchair users like myself often have, people say, you often have self pity. We don't have self pity, we have empathy. So, empathy is very, very important. There's a difference between self pity and empathy. So, let us embrace every moment of life as a gift, and every day is a gift for me, and wheelchair wheelchair I can say that wheelchair is a gift, and I embrace myself with a beautiful smile every single day. So now open your eyes and let us embrace every day as a wheelchair day, every month in March, 1st of March, as wheelchair day. So just embrace yourself and feel relaxed and feel calm. So thank you for listening. Dr. Nupur, do you have any questions for this talk today?
Thank you so much, Rajvin, for beautiful meditation on Wheelchair Day. And you have changed the mindset that wheelchair is not a burden. It is just a life-saving device, and you can say easy to move uh, vehicle where a person can move easily without anybody's support. So that is about the electric wheelchair, where you can manage your own movement. That is very important for being confident, and that you have become. And I would like to ask you, when you got your electric wheelchair, what was your thought and how did you feel?
See, let me start with the manual wheelchair. I have been using a manual wheelchair since I was 7 years old. So when I joined, I was very frustrated with the manual wheelchair. So when I got the electrical wheelchair on the 3rd of January 2024, I was in awe and I was in so joyful. And the first person who saw it was my pageant crew. And I walked in and I just practiced a few days before my Sharara dance. And I did Sharara dance on the electric wheelchair. They it can it it can actually cover it can actually cover manual and electric. So on that day I was asked to lock the wheelchair and enjoy myself. And in between, I scrolled down, scroll up, and they were shocked as I walked in with the electrical wheelchair. So myself also, I was shocked because I walked in the rehearsal hall on the 6th of January. I walked in without anybody pushing me. So that was transformation.
Wow, this is what confidence is all about, and this is what self esteem is all about. You are more stronger from inside as well as outside. And we knew that you are stronger from inside when you are not dependent and independent. When in your movement, you become more independent and your mindset also changes. That no, I'm not dependent on anybody. I can do my work, I can move around. And that is very important. And that is what, on your face, it is all written all over that you are very confident and you are smiling and strong. So this is very, very important in one's life to have their self-worth, self-esteem, and independence. Independence is very important. And right now you are feeling that strength inside you. And I hope and I wish each person who needs wheelchair, they should have electric wheelchair. And
So,
yes,
so there
yes,
were, if I
yes,
may, if I may add, there were two. Uh, the former, the former, the former, the former president Franklin D. Roosevelt and Algerian president. They both use a wheelchair due to mobility issue after some time. So if they can do it and I can do it, everyone can use electric wheelchair.
yes.
There is
Everyone can use it who needs the wheelchair, electric wheelchair, or hand drawn manual wheelchair. They can use it and become more mobile instead of sitting at home and on the bed. So that is really amazing that this wheelchair has been invented and is in use, and it is like a life support for people who can't move on their limbs. And even if they have some health issues, like when they are in hospital or they have some disease, they can't move around. For them, it's a boon. And not only disabled people, those who are healthy, they also need wheelchair at some point or other. So it is a boon, it is a life support for many people.
because
And
life is unpredictable. So
yes,
cherish it with a smile and cherish it with a wheelchair.
yes,
I I suggest even normal people also can
yes,
stand by a wheelchair because anytime anything can happen.
yes, of
So
course.
be prepared for the future as well. I know
Yes,
that people say live in the present, but we also need to prepare ourselves for the future. And little bit of good anxiety is good.
Yes. So that's why we always, this is our message to everyone around the world, in Malaysia, in India, and around the world in each country, that whenever you need wheelchair, just use it. It's
And
not a negative thing. It's a support.
and
It's a
it's a
life support.
positive thing for for a wheelchair user to make his or her life productive, just like me.
Yes, I
So,
agree with you.
so if I can use my electric wheelchair positively, and if I can go out there and if I can give talks, so can you.
Yes, your message is loud and clear. If Rajvin can do it, anyone can do it.
So my message to the world: treat
Yes,
life and wheelchair as a gift. Happy International Wheelchair Day, and we will see you on Women's Day and Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day on 25th of March. Sat Sri Akal, bye bye, and Jai Jinendra. Jai Jinendra is a greeting on um for Gujarati, and with that I say thank you and much gratitude and happy celebration for Wheelchair Day, Women's Day, and Happy Women's Month, because we as women or men, women or men, regardless of our gender, we need to be celebrated, and regardless of anything, we need to be celebrated more than anything else,
thank
because
you so much. Thank you so much, Rajvin, for sending a beautiful message, broadcasting this message to whole world. And this is what is need of the hour. And this is where I take leave from you all. And we will meet next time with another talk, another topic with Rajvin. Thank you very much. And thank you, Maven Platform, for giving us a, I mean, Rajvin also, and me also, and everyone, for broadcasting this positive message around the world. So thank you, Maven Global Learning and Training Platform. Thank you, Dr. Shabana. Thank you, Minu Ji, Minu Minocha, and of course, Rajvin for being with us. So thank you, Rajvin. See you next time. Goodbye.